Hi, this is Gila. So, my husband and I went away for a little break up in the north of Israel near Haifa in a very nice little hotel where we swam and we also went to the sea, and I had great fun actually splashing around at the edge of the sea. Made me feel a little bit like a little girl again. And although nobody went in the water to swim, I would imagine it was probably pretty close to the temperature of the English Channel in summer. I get quite amused sometimes at seeing Israelis saying, "Oh, it's so cold!" And it's no colder than hardy British children have had to cope with in the summer. But that's not really why I wanted to speak to you today. I've obviously heard about the Tommy Robinson situation where he was arrested on Sunday after a man apparently assaulted his 8-year-old daughter by pinching her on the bottom. Now, first of all, nobody accidentally pinches anybody on the bottom. You know what you're doing. And okay, in the scheme of things, it's not hugely terrible. It's still an assault. It's still wrong. And what else may this apparent paedophile have done to other children? And yet, when the police finally arrived, apparently it was after 2 hours, they arrested Tommy. And in the actual media reports about what had happened, there was no mention, apparently, of why Tommy had detained this man. I'm absolutely sickened by this, the more I think about it. I mean, when I first saw Tommy getting really upset, a video of him with the police, I thought, oh, Tommy, calm down. Don't do this to yourself. But then later on, I thought, hang on. I am not the father of an 8-year-old daughter. I can't imagine what that feels like. Your number one effort is surely going to be to want to protect your children. So he'll be hauled off in front of a Luton Crown Court, I believe, on the 2nd of April. So if anybody's anywhere near Luton, I'm sorry I won't be, but if anybody is, that might be a good opportunity to go. But in the meantime, what I have done and what I would recommend people doing is I have written to the Attorney General, and I put the contact information below. I sent her an email this morning, and the lady's name is Suella Braverman. She is the MP for Fareham, and she is the Attorney General now. So please, I suggest anybody who is similarly angered by this whole situation, where the actual criminal was not arrested and instead Tommy was, for detaining him until the police arrived. And the police apparently did nothing to try and collect evidence, like take his phone. So, of course, he's been able to get rid of all evidence. I mean, the number one priority should surely be the protection of children. I mean, I remember 20 years ago or so, when I was still living in Britain, the number one sin then was being a paedophile. Now, that was the most horrendous thing you could be. But now, it seems that the number one horrendous thing you can be is to be Tommy Robinson. Go figure. And of course, if the alleged criminals are Muslims, then it seems that they got a free pass for far too many years at brutally destroying people's lives, brutally destroying children's lives. Okay, so that's my opinion on Tommy Robinson. Let's do something. Let's actually speak out about it. I mean, I'm sick and tired of seeing such skewed, biased reporting. I'm sick and tired of seeing skewed, biased policing. So we need to speak out. And I've written to the Attorney General. I will reproduce what I wrote there. And finally, there's my little pussycat Smudge. She's trying to get out, and I closed everything so that I could make this a bit darker, and there she is. We sadly lost one of our cats a week and a half ago. It was awful. He was run over. He was such a lovely pussycat. And both my husband and I were very, very upset. We still are. We see this kind of, used to come to the window. He was such a lovely cat. He'd clearly been abused before, and he had his own little house outside in our garden because we have an indoor cat who hates him. And but he was so loving. Okay, I'm going to have to let this cat out. Okay, Smudge. In the meantime, everyone have a wonderful day, and let's actually speak out. People power. Not in any bad way, not in any, heaven forbid, violent way, just peacefully but firmly express our opinions. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.